separation. I deleted his number. I deleted him off Facebook. I deleted him on Instagram. I don't follow. I don't know nothing that's going on with this cat. It's only time I know something's going on with him is when these type of scenarios present themselves. Other than that, this cat is not on my radar. I'm not even thinking about him. But this, when these kind of scenarios happen, it happens. You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at, man. Let me see. I'll make sure I ain't missing.
Well, let me ask you this, right, brother? Because like I said, there's a lot of people that did not hear. Because you said about the underwear thing. I know I heard what you said about the underwear thing. But if you can, because I know you said what your allegations are. But if you want to, I don't want to push on that. But if you can just let them know about the underwear piece that I know that was one thing that you had brought up.
Yeah. So I'll get to that real quick, man. And anybody that was around during that time, they're familiar with this, man. There was like this culture. It's something that I wasn't familiar with at all, man. Like before I met these guys, I was in a very interesting space in life, man. I had just started to get into, the street stuff. Like I was joining gangs and doing little weird stuff, right? And so when I met these guys, like they had this thing where they wanted to try to change me. And so they did that, man. They literally, man, I'm talking about threw away I had like 30, 40 pairs of sneakers, something like that. A bunch of shoes. They threw all of my sneakers away, threw all my clothes away. And took me shopping, right? Trying to like change my image. I need to be a cleaner version of myself. At the time, I was wearing these big clothes and, typical teenage stuff during that time. And, they on this whole let me change your image thing. And something that they seem to be overly conscious about are male prints, like in your pants. And I'm not a print watcher. I wasn't then. I'm still not now. And it was just always weird to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like when you walking in your pants and your print is showing, like that's inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? That's how they would describe it. And I'm like, well, it was just really weird to me during the time. And I'm not the only one. I know anybody that was in the church at the time, man, he's probably bought underwear for me. Any male in the church, he was very intentional about buying underwear for men in the church because he could see their print, right? No, I ain't even gonna go on that tangent. But so anyway, he the first time that I was with him when it was just me and I, first time that ever happened, I was actually living around the corner from him, the Olusty 3216 Olusty. I was living around the corner from him at the time, and he came and picked me up on a Saturday morning. Took me to Walmart. It was Walmart, and bought me underwear. He wanted me to try the underwear on, and inside of the Walmart. So I tried them on one pair. And I tried one pair on, and he was like, "All right, well, they seem like they fit." So he said, "We'll take the other ones back to the house and you can try them on there." And I'm like, "All right, look, I'm still naive. It's weird to me, but because of who he is, and I feel like I can trust him. I'm like, all right, okay, cool." So went back to his house, man, and was in his room at the time. Was he divorced at the time? I can't remember if he was divorced at this point or not. I can't remember.
What age were you at this time when this happened?
I was 15.
15?
I was 15. Yep, I was 15.
And
so he took me back to the crib, and he wanted me to try the underwear on, like in the room. So I'm like I said, I'm like, all right, I guess he was saying like he wanted to make sure that they fit and they were doing the job that they were supposed to be doing, I guess. I'm like, all right, so we went to the crib, I put the underwear on. He was like, all right, so that's how they're supposed to fit. And so I'm taking the underwear off, right? And I'm trying to like put my clothes back on without putting my pants on. And he was like, this is how, like, it's like, so he was trying to make it like an educational moment. He was like, so this is how, now as a man, this is how you're supposed to, your penis is supposed to hang. And he pulled pulled his pants down. And when he pulled his pants down, it was he had jeans on, blue jeans on. He pulled his pants down, and it was two things I noticed. He didn't have on underwear, and he had a erection. It was like not a full erection, but it was erect, right? And I looked up at him like, and immediately I'm like, what? Like, but I didn't have the nerve in me to be like, yo, I didn't have the nerve in me at the time to just confront it. But immediately I noticed, I'm like, yo, why is this nigga? Like, it was immediately weird to me. Immediately weird to me. And so, from that, what I now know is that he was testing the waters, man. This is a tactic. This is a tactic that predators do, man. They slowly see how much they can get away with. And that's how they're able to determine how much of a prey you are, how easy of a prey you are. They start slow, and then they progress from there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happens.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
Well, brother, I know you stated also, I don't know if you want to get into it, but I know you said that there's some other things that you never even said. So I don't know if you want to get into that, but I know you said there were some other things that you have that you didn't say to anybody. Do you want to get into that, or?
No, we'll get into that later, man. It's a lot that I haven't said, man. A lot of it, when I was talking to my wife, man, a lot of this stuff, man, it's a blur. To be completely honest, man, like a lot of it is a blur. A lot of it I remember very vividly. And I think what's like, I know this now because of the counseling that I've done. Our minds, our brains have this. It's a way of self-protecting. When you've experienced something that was traumatic, our brains have a way of self-protecting, and that's what my brain has done over the years, man. Certain events, like anytime I talk about this, I start remembering more. Right, this is what was happening when I was having the conversations with Daryl a couple of years ago. As I was talking about it, things that I completely forgot about, I started to remember. And there's so many things, man, that I could go into that would you would be like, man, you ain't no way. Like, because at the end of the day, we're talking about somebody that's a pastor. And the things that I've seen, the things that I've experienced, you wouldn't believe it, man. You would not believe it. So, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that, man. Because I really, honestly, not because I'm afraid to talk about it. I just want to make sure I have all of my thoughts together. Because when you're recalling things from trauma, like it gets blurry. That's how when I first talked to Daryl and I said the 14 thing, that was a result of the trauma. Like I'm trying to recall everything that happened to me and process it. And I said that number, but it is what it is, man. I know what happened. He knows what happened, and that's what that is. So.
Yeah, brother. Well, listen, man. I support you, and I'm telling you publicly that I'm going to have you connect with an attorney, right, to protect you and your family and to move forward with whatever legal proceedings that you need to do, and I'm paying for it. That's what I can do, and if you need any help with any therapy or whatever, I have someone that I use that for my church, my ministry, and that's someone that I trust, and if you need that, I'll take care of the bill for that as well. And I don't want to get into the open investigation in North Carolina, but I just want to ask one question. That case is still open, correct?
Oh, it's for sure still open, man.
All right. Yep, you can leave it right there. I just want to make sure because people were saying that case was closed and this, that, and the third. So yes, that case is still open. It's a still open child molestation case, and this young man stated that it's against Larry Reid. So these are the allegations. Brother, I want you to know that I'm proud of your strength, and people really need to hear your story. Whatever I can do, I'm here. However, one thing that I'm going to do is connect you with an attorney. You don't have to worry about no fees. I'm going to pay it. If you need therapy, deal with your legal stuff, I will pay for it. And people was asking me, did I pay you to come up here? Brother, did I pay you to come up here?
Never. Definitely didn't pay.
All right, so I want to just get that out of in the way and out of the way really quickly. So listen, you guys.
Let me speak to that real quick, man.
All right, yeah.
Like, people are so weird, man. People are so weird, bro. Like, why would you think? Why was your first thought after everything I just said, right? Why would your first thought be if he paid you? Like, why not prior to considering that? Why not consider, is what this guy's saying actually true? And let me just go on record to say, if I'm lying about this, I deserve, and I said this before, if this is something that I'm blatantly lying about, I deserve everything that comes with that. Because if I'm lying, I'm intentionally trying to destroy this man that has done nothing to me. Wow. I'm not lying about this. And anybody that knows me personally, they know. You know, so I'm pretty sure I'm talking to somebody that, you know, it is what it is. But whoever said it, I want you to just consider that. Like, consider, is this actually something that happened in the church that you protect? You protect these guys that do this, man. Like, and that's been the problem. That's to this day, man. I have this thing with the church, man, and it's because of stuff like this, man. Not just with me. I've seen other things happen, and just being a part of the church where I've seen things happen, and the church takes this stance of, you know, let me protect him because he's the voice. Let me protect them because they're the leader. Let me, you know, regardless of what they do, we see it online all the time. You know, let me protect them. And there's never any real accountability, man. And spiritual people know what I'm about to say. Like, the pendulum is swinging, man. The pendulum is swinging. You don't get to handle people in any kind of way, and not expect for that to ripple back to you. I don't care how long. If you don't fix that intentionally, it's coming back, man. The pendulum is going to swing, man. And I think all of what's happening, not just with this scenario, there's other stuff I could get into with him personally that I recently found out. But life does not allow that kind of stuff to happen, man. And you don't have any type of recoil to come back on you, man. That's just how it goes. Well, and this way is in your interest.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying this way is in his interest.
Well, brother, listen. I support you, and like I told you earlier, you know, I don't do a lot of talking. I just show up. You know what I mean? And you will be connected with my attorney tomorrow, if you're available, or Monday, no later than Monday. And I already spoke to him, and he already know what it is. So you good to go. All he got to do is have a conversation with you, and you guys have your attorney-client privilege. All I'm doing is putting the money up. And as far as therapy, if you need that, all you got to do is holler at me. I have someone that you could talk to. And I just want to be able to represent the church in a different way. That's it. There are a lot of people that's going to, you know, come at you because they just don't understand. It is what it is. You know, you got to speak your truth, you know, and, you know, these allegations are terrible. And I think that, you know, if we look at this world, you know, and if you have